Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. There's a few locations that I want to look at in the game today, and one in particular is in the past. But before I would go and do that, I'm checking out the new contact here, enabling me to pay off all my fines and bounties. Now I was fully expecting to have a few million racked up in bounties by now, but it turns out that for some reason I've only got 127,000 credits worth, so easy enough to pay off, and I've gone and done that. So if you have anything outstanding that you do want to pay off, simply head out to a low security system, dock there, and on the contacts panel you should be able to do this. Here then, for me at least, is a planet from the past. I previously went here in December of 2015 upon the launch of the beta of Horizons. You can see down there this was beta 4, and you may remember seeing this footage. I'm here with Commander Tommy Tucker. Now, we found this planet to be very gorgeous indeed. Not only was the planet green in hue, but it also had this lovely green fog laying around. I'd heard that the planets from the past have now been changed with patch 2.2. Here I am then, back on the same planet, and you can see it all looks very different indeed. There's undoubtedly been some graphical and lighting improvements here, but the unfortunate side effect seemed to be that the colour overall of the planet seemed to have changed somewhat. There's quite a few reports from a number of players saying that the same thing has happened across many different sites. Ultimately, we don't really know the reasons for this, but at the end of the day I'm hoping that out there exists the vast variety of coloured surfaces that we've had up until this point, and that's just going to take a bit of time to go out there and explore to find out. Now I'm back here at Neville Horizons, picking up a sightseeing passenger mission. Hopefully they're going to take me to an interesting looking planet. I also took this stop off as an opportunity to change the paint job for my ship. So there are many different locations for sightseeing nowadays. Passenger missions take you all over the galaxy, and to be honest, I haven't taken many up and I haven't done many of them. But based on feedback from other players, it seems that out there are a lot of stunning locations to discover, and whilst unfortunately this wasn't one of them, it nonetheless brought me to a location that I may otherwise never have found. So if you're a bit of a sightseer within Elite Dangerous, you could do a lot worse than pick up sightseeing passenger missions, and as you can see, after all, this location really isn't that bad. Now if you haven't kept up with the recent news on aliens, then the following may be a spoiler for you, so keep that in mind. Elsewhere within the galaxy, some rather impressive discoveries have been found. Now you will have heard about the new alien crash site, no doubt. This was my first opportunity to get out there and visit it. Located in a crater out here in HIP 17403A 4A, this represented the third crater I'd visited today. Unlike the previous alien crash sites, the ship here isn't alone. It's surrounded by a number of other fairly large human ships. If the shipwrecks hadn't been here, this would still be a very atmospheric location. The small ridge there with the mist makes it quite an ideal candidate for visiting. Yet the alien sounds in the background, the crashed alien ship, and the wrecked human vessels really do make this place feel quite eerie. You only have to be here for a few moments to get the sensation that this place really does have a story to tell. It would appear that all the ships here have been in battle with each other, and if you take a few moments to look around, you'll find that there's a number of unknown artifacts scattered. And it perhaps gives a different notion of just what these unknown artifacts could actually be. Maybe they're of some importance to the alien vessel here. And indeed, although the unknown probes are often assumed to have some sort of technological basis or purpose, it's also quite possible that they could be some type of life form in and of themselves. It's all too easy to jump into some type of flight of fantasy and imagine the large alien ship here, or perhaps it's an alien life form, being protective of the smaller unknown artifacts. Over 1,000 light years away from the alien crash site is one of the most impressive locations I've ever come across within the game. Here in HIP 38064, orbiting around this supermassive star, is 2 planets, and here you can see just how close to the parent star they actually are. Now that distance is quite deceptive because they're actually 94 light seconds away from the sun there, but due to the star's size, It actually seems as though they're very, very close. Now these two worlds actually orbit around each other, and sometimes you can come here, land on the planet here, and find the lava world actually between you and the star. And when that does happen, you can be treated to an absolutely spectacular sight. A moment ago, you saw me disabling the fuel scoop, and that's because these planets are well within the fuel scoop region of the star. The ring systems here are well worth a visit. Just look at the lighting. The lighting within ring systems is actually something that was improved within patch 2.2, and they now reflect much more closely the light of the local star. So, visiting my fourth crater of the day. It's very easy to fall into the trap here of thinking this is a small world, but it's actually a pretty large world with a gravity of 2G. The mountains here are beautiful to fly by and fly through, but you do have to watch that gravity and you do have to be a little careful. If you're interested in visiting any of these locations, I've listed them all in the video description. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.